Have you ever experienced that feeling where you finally get it, that is finally clear? I started this social media journey, oh my goodness, probably in 2010, 2011. And I remember the only reason I signed up for a Facebook page was one, to keep in touch with my family, and two, to promote my business. And so for years, I did not take the time to study social media, each platform, and how it actually works. So I would just post. I would just post flyers, or come to my event, or I would randomly post, or I'm here, or a meal. I would have like this hit or miss relationship with social media. And then I would go on social media sabbaticals, and I'm like, okay, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. I'll come back. So I inconsistently posted on social media and struggled with building a sense of community. And last year, at the top of 2020, I decided that I would use social media seriously to build a community and to build a business. So, for a little over a year and a half, I've been pressing. I've watched, I can't even tell you how many YouTube videos. I've listened to podcasts. I studied certain people, for instance, like Nikki Saunders, David Shands, Donnie Wiggins, the Think Media team. I really follow them. Even Robert, I can't remember Robert's last name. It's not Robert Blake. That's Pastor Robert Blake. But there's another gentleman named Robert who's like an expert on YouTube. I followed different families like the Belief in Followhood, the Ellises, right? Just so Black love. It's just so many people that I just took the time to absorb information. We're not going to forget Earn Your Leisure, the Joe Budden's podcast, David. Patrick David, and I know I'm like messing up his name right now. When I tell you, for over a year, I studied how to properly engage the community and build a social media presence. And I've also hired coaches to help me understand who I am, my brand, my message, all the while praying, asking the Lord, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And I remember that the Lord started me on the Jesus Calling um, devotional. And I'm like, okay, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, I'm going to do. We're not even going to talk about the radio show I had titled The Journey with Dr. Letitia Webb, that I never had a YouTube channel with that podcast slash radio show, but I definitely have content and material out there. And when I tell you I have been on a journey of discovering my authentic self since 2012, that's exactly what I've been doing. And I finally can say that I experience a sense of relief. And I can't say that I'm no longer going to search, right? As we grow and develop, God reveals more and more. But what I can say, that talking about Jesus calling, and then God blessed me with my own devotional, weekly devotionals with Just Letitia. I knew that it still wasn't it. It still wasn't like exactly what the Lord wanted me to do. However, it, my decision to be consistent, disciplined, and focused were top. I needed to do that. And I believed that if I remained consistent, disciplined, and focused, then I would find it. I would discover exactly what I'm supposed to do. And so I want to say thank you so much. Whether you've been with me for Discovering the Authentic Self, Opportunity Inc., The Healed Trauma, um, engaging in self-care, P4, Jesus Calling devotionals, the one, the prayer, one powerful prayer, the, motivations, the Oh my goodness, just trying so many different things, the smoothie Sundays, the 3-minute movements. I'm just so grateful for my process. And so with that, I could not understand, God, I want to honor you. I want to let people know that I serve you, that I trust you. But do I have to do a devotional? Is that the only way that I can let people know just how much I love you and that you are first in my life? And I feel like I've gotten a release. I feel like God released me where I don't necessarily have to do a devotional for everyone to know that I serve God and I love God. So I'm still on this journey. So I created this video to say thank you to my followers. I know I've had some people who have followed me consistently for years. They have watched my journey. They have watched the up and downs, the tears, the pain, the trauma, the tragedies, and the triumph. And I'm ever grateful for you. And I just hope as I continue this journey, as I continue to be and become my authentic self and everything God called me to be, that you will understand that I am at a different stage. And my audience are prominent women. Now, I don't want anyone to get afraid of prominent women, okay, in that title. If you feel called to me and to hear my voice, then continue to follow, irrespective of what prominent women represent. Those are the women who carry many titles, do many things, are in the limelight. I've talked about that before. You have to remember, a doctor, a professor, a nonprofit founder and manager, a community leader, an elder, a pastor. Come on now. Now an artist, a social media content creator, married, in business with my husband. Okay. We, had a level of prominence. And when you are in that place and you experience a great fall, great pain, tragedy, etc. in your life, you have to deal with that shame by yourself. So for those who are familiar with calling me Dr. Webb, Professor Webb, Pastor Webb, yes, I am just Letitia, because at the end of the day, it was me who had to face God and that pain, okay? And so I want to let you know that I am no longer coming on to do a weekly devotional. And I thank you. I thank God for the days that He permitted for me to have my own devotional. I'm going to turn that content into a book. Can you believe that? Everything God does has a purpose and we can use for His glory. And so as I continue to come on, I get more narrow and focused. I know who I'm speaking to, which are prominent women. And what do I want to do with prominent women? To empower women who are like me, who have been in situations like me, to continue to progress and post healing. Every situation that we encounter, every promotion, every hurt, every pain, we can get up, progress, and prosper. Nothing has to stop us from being those women of prominence, and nothing has to stop our progression nor our prosperity. However, if we refuse to take time to heal and engage in self-care, then guess what? We hinder our progress and prosperity. We must take time to heal. And so I want to continue to transition and to grow. I'm going to talk about that. I am so nervous. I am so nervous to talk about that. And I don't know why. It's like talking about God creates comfort for me. I identified it as my comfort zone. It's easy. However, to express my thoughts, my values, my opinions about certain areas of life, Man, this is a new area for me. I'm nervous. I am excited. I'm just ambivalent. I'm experiencing many different emotions. However, I must get out of my comfort zone and bring my expertise to you. And it's not necessarily just going to be personal, because if you ever view Get Unstuck, stuck in secrecy and shame, that was so personal. And I don't necessarily have to get that transpersonal or be that transparent and bring value to you. And so I just thank you for being a part of my journey, whether you were a part of it in 2010 when I first started my Facebook group, or you were a part of it starting in 2012 with On Blast Mondays and Discovering the Authentic Self, whether you were a part of it in 2013. I mean, oh my goodness, with my book, my journals, oh my goodness, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful, grateful, grateful for you as my community. But I want to let you know that I will be creating and posting different and new content. Do not know the schedule as of yet, but just know I will notify you. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if please go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook at Just Letitia. You can type Dr. Letitia Webb or at Just Letitia. I know on Instagram is specifically _ Just Letitia. YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, the tag is Just Letitia. All right. So thank you. Mwah. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for being a part of this journey with me, watching me grow and encouraging my growth, because every time you view, every time you like, every time you comment, you bless my soul, and you just let me know I'm on the right track. And I want to encourage you to be consistent, disciplined, and focused. All right. God bless you. Wow. I didn't know how bad that was.